everything that she has got the attention. So sometimes it's just using higher what? Vocabulary. Now, I need another volunteer. Okay. Stay still. Your first name again? Christian, that's right. Christian saying his family is the worst mom and dad in the history of mankind. That's not true. That's just Christian's opinion. So if he's going to say, I can't stand my family, then what should he focus on then? The friends. Because you say, what's more important, friends? If you can't stand your family, you better be very good at lying. And say, man, I just love my family. My dad, he's always giving me a high five with a belt. Oh, wait. Not with a belt. So be careful. Okay. So, chancla. If you say chancla with your pencil or with your computer, just make sure you tell the reader, oh, that's called spice. They can do it for effect. Just tell them to use it sparingly. For you gringos out there, that's a sandal. In the valley, it's just the way they spank you with a sandal, okay? But the more English you can use, the better, because the more Spanish that you put, the lower your grade is. Does that make sense? So be careful with too much Tex-Mex or what they call Spanglish, okay? Now, go like this, everybody, and say, whether, blah, or bling. If you have blah or bling, which one sounds more interesting? Bling. Then pick the one that sounds better, only if you know more about this. Watch. Oh wait, is it bling? I don't know what it is, but it sounds cool. Mr. Aragon, can I pick the bling? What do you know about it? Nothing? Then it's better to pick the blah, because you can explain that one. It's better to get a 2 or a 3 with something that you understand than try to get a 4 with one sentence. I really think family is important. I don't have one, but I'm adopted, and I'm in a what they call those, a foster? Orphan. I'm an orphan. I'm in a foster home where they're taking. Well, then don't pick family, because you probably don't have a family, unless you say family. It's not about blood. It's having someone that you can bond with and build a relationship with and have meaningful connection that goes way beyond blood. Well, guess what? The reader's gonna be like, oh my God, that's really good. So, help me please. Whether, blah, or bling. You gotta decide which one's better for you. Now, which is the other one. For the first time ever, they used the word which. So I say, which one? Blah or bling. Okay, so I want you to look at number 1 through, what's the last number on the page?
11.
Okay, if it doesn't say whether or which, it's expository. So go ahead and put your pencil in your hand. There should be one there at your desk. If there's not one, raise your hand, or you can come and get one from over here. Right above the word thesis, what letter did I write? E for expository. Okay? Right above the word position, write P for what does it mean when you're trying to convince? You should know that by now. Persuasive. Who said it? No. Very good. That should be worth like 3 points. He was the only one that said it. Okay? Okay. So if it says important, if it doesn't say whether or which. Now, here's a cool thing, just a teachable moment. Flip it over for a second. There's the whether that I'm asking you to look for, okay? Here's another whether. Just so you know, one of the questions on editing, they're gonna say, change whether, either or, to whether. And I asked my students, I said, how can you tell? Sir, look. And one of my kids told me this, sir, look. On this weather, the word heat is hidden inside. Did you notice that? H-E-A-T is inside there. The one that has to do with the temperature is that kind. When you're picking one or the other, either he is going to go with me or her. That was what my students told me, okay? Now here's the other one. And they both start with the same two letters. If it says which, how many can you pick?
Two. One.
You can only pick one of the two. The one that you think you can explain better. ¿Cómo se llama la bruja en inglés? Witch. How do you spell that one?
W-I-C-H.
Okay, I couldn't tell which witch I wanted to marry. Don't marry either one. If they're both witches, then there's something that rhymes with witch that Sorry, we won't say that, okay? Which witch? Neither one, okay? But you can't write that. So if they say which one, if you say I'm not going to pick either one because I don't believe in that, then they're going to give you two what? Zeros, okay? So if you can hear me, raise your hand. Please place a 1 right there where the read is. This second section, they call that the think section. They just don't put it anymore. And the third section, watch what I do. I just put 3 numbers, but watch. That's all I did. The third section is the right section. Does it say the word weather? Yes or no?
No.
Does it say important?
Yes.
Yes. But you have to look. The 2 words that are going to be there. Which word is there?
Wait.
Which. So that means you have to pick. They're always going to give you a decision. So go ahead and circle that word which. And so what are my 2 choices? Help me out. Look at the next words. What are my 2 options? Family or friends. Okay? Now, I don't know if Miss Moore gave them to you, but I went online and I found about 25 quotes about family and 25 quotes about friends. Help me, please. Put a W. Put another W and open your mouth. What does W-O-W spell?
Wow.
Yeah, you could use, for your hair, your attention getter, you could use words of wisdom. It's like a quote. So hopefully if you do this prompt, because I told her it's probably going to be on the April, June, or December prompt, okay? I just have some inside information, okay? You can only pick one. Does the family have to be blood?
No.
Could it be my school family?
Yes.
How many have a band family? Anybody? How about 4-H? Do they do that over here? Future Farmers of America, anything like that?
Oh.
Yeah? Okay. How many have how many are in sports? Okay, that's like a family. So if you're gonna say, oh, I don't really have a family that I'm related to by blood, but family in terms of a team. So that means I'm probably gonna be talking about sports, or maybe family, you guys could be a team that works together. Which team won the last time, Mr. Aragon? Over here. Do you remember why? Because how many people on that team? First it was that boy. Do you remember his name? And then this person that was here started like, I think he was, what was the name of the kid? He was going like this to this one. I'm not sure what it means, but he started participating a lot more. And he ended up, their team ended up winning, and one of them, I think it was probably him that won the $5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. gets a good
Score.
point. Go ahead and write a 1 there. If you clearly pick friends or what,
Family.
and give me a little bit about why, you're for sure gonna get to 1 land. If you give me reasons, because organization means give me reasons and examples, then you can move to a 2. If you develop, in other words, if you explain your reasons, if you give me 2 reasons, explain them both. If you give me 3 reasons, thank you. If you only give me 1 reason, just explain it.